All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this is just a little cooking version of Rickey Smiley Unleashed. I just want to shout out to everybody. Y'all ain't believe this, Brat, Beyonce, all the wishes, because I talk to y'all about food all the time. Mm-hmm. Before I got off the air, I had did 3 more pans of dressing.
What?
Yeah.
Where mine at?
Yeah, I had to freeze it.
Okay.
Yeah, I put. Yeah, but and people be like, man, they be wanting their food fresh, and I understand the liking food fresh. But sometimes, man, when you cook food and you put it in the freezer, it tastes better if you wrap it up right and put it in the freezer, because everything, all of the seasonings and everything get to know each other, and you get a good blend of the seasoning if they have an opportunity to sit or whatever. Because you notice now, everybody say that sometimes leftovers taste better. Mm-hmm. And like when you cook your collard greens and you put it in those little buckets that you can get at the restaurant supply store, and you stack them and you freeze them or whatever, and the only thing you have to do is heat it up. And then what that does is it cuts your cooking time in half on Thanksgiving Day. So you ain't, the day before Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving Day, you ain't doing all this ripping and running and craziness going on. You can actually have time to do stuff like dessert or now I would not recommend that for the ham. Anybody doing a nice ham, I got a great ham recipe where you just take some brown sugar and you take some honey and you take some mustard and you mix it up and you put that on your ham, and you put not lemon juice, but pineapple juice in the bottom of the pan, and you let the stuff melt off the ham, and you take the ham out the oven and take a cooking needle, and you take all of that jus that's in the bottom of the pan and inject it back into the ham if you want a delicious ham. That's my grandmother's ham recipe. But you got to I don't know what happens in that oven, but when that honey, mustard, brown sugar glaze melt off of the ham down into the pineapple juice, you take all of that and put it in the needle and inject it back into the ham. You would get compliment. I call it, me and Kurt Boudreaux, we call it damn ham. As a matter of fact, that's how he makes it. He's a executive chef. That's how he makes his ham now. And they call it Rickey Smiley's damn ham, which is a recipe that I got from my grandmother. But things like dressing, some cook, and even if you're just making cornbread, I like to make buttermilk cornbread. You get your White Lily self-rising flour, and you get your eggs, and you get your buttermilk, and you whip that up. You put a little bit of sugar in there or whatever. But when you put your grease in the oven, in the cast iron skillet, when you take that hot grease out to pour it into the cornbread mix, drop a handful of onions in the grease and caramelize the onions. And what it does is flavors the grease, and you mix it in there, and then you have cornbread, but you can't even taste the onion, but you just know it is flavored and it tastes really good. And then you do your honey butter on top of the cornbread. Y'all actually had it. That's what I had. Y'all didn't even know that onions was in.
You couldn't taste the onions. I was going to tell you, I couldn't taste the onions. It was amazing though.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Gary for inviting me to lunch at his house. But I enjoyed myself, but what you served made me really, really uncomfortable. Y'all don't check your phones. Something? I mean, it just made me uncomfortable, but I didn't.
What'd he serve, dog?
Check your phone. But listen, for more recipes, man, we'll be doing more more stuff.
Everybody ain't no cook like you. So. Eat it and be happy.
I said, DP dog.
Say, man.
Oh, well, you ain't died.
Gary.
All right, y'all.
Is that a beef sausage?
We got
They call it a DP dog.